what's going on, y'all? T-Bob here.
And Jake as well.
And you're about to watch a little OTB LSU.
We're going to give you all the latest, greatest between LSU football, baseball, women's basketball, softball, and everything in between.
Bottom line, if you want to talk Tigers, keep it locked, subscribe, like it, and we hope you enjoy it. He practiced a little bit yesterday. We're taking it day by day. Look, I think the important thing when you come back from this tightrope surge is that there's kind of stages. You don't throw him in for everything. Yesterday, he was a part of our pass protections. He felt comfortable there. Today, we're going to get involved in the run game, so we are making progress. It's up in the air. He was listed as questionable. Miles Frazier was listed as questionable. I haven't been able to find any better information on Frazier, though. Have you, Taylor? I couldn't find any direct quotes from Kelly talking about Frazier.
He came back in the second half and played all the second half. He was out that first half, so I assumed he was good to go.
I do know this. It'll be a quite the test for this LSU team at a time. If you're already feeling this low, if Dellinger and Frazier were to not be able to go and you have to roll with Mabinga and Adams, it would be a big test for those guys to try to step up and elevate their game a bit from what we've seen thus far. Now, for Adams, it'd probably be better in that you would kind of know it going in, but at a time when everything feels so precarious, you really got to hope that you get Dellinger and Adams back. And it's interesting because I don't even necessarily need a fully healthy Dellinger. I know he's going to be out there playing hobbled, and that sucks. But I think with his experience, kind of veteran leadership, that even a hobbled Dellinger is still an upgrade.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think there's really any doubt about that.
Have you heard anything on the Frazier front?
I have not.
Yeah. I mean, I'm like Taylor said, he came back last week, so I'm guessing he plays.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Unless it was just adrenaline that takes over and he was able to finish that game. Getting Dellinger back would be massive. You've struggled mightily at left guard. It has been the cause of a lot of your issues, and it's affected multiple positions. It has. That's the way that it is. I think you have a quarterback that's expecting to get pressure immediately almost, and so it's affected his play as well. So getting him back, I think, would be as important as anything.
Speaking of the team morale of LSU, oh, by the way, Deshaun Womack going to be available again. Of course, that wasn't injury-related. That was team rules related, but he will be back this week. Speaking of team morale, here's what Kelly had to say. Quote, I think the team morale is disappointed. The coaches are disappointed. Every fan that follows LSU is disappointed, and they should be. We don't sign up for this for anything but positive outcomes, but they are committed. They are resolute in what they want to do, and they want better football, and they're excited to coach them because of the way that they have presented themselves to us, and that is keep coaching us. Stick with the process. Coach us hard. Coach us fair. Help us get better each and every week. And when you get that kind of captive audience, that's what you want in coaching. So we've got that group here, and we're going to go back out swinging and battling this Saturday against a really good Vanderbilt team. I don't know. It rings a little hollow, but at the same time, I always got to acknowledge the truth of, like, how would it not ring hollow? Anything that you could say there would ring hollow. He's not going to tell you that they're quitting or anything. I would be surprised if the players were out there telling the coaches, coach us hard, coach us fair. I get it though. They're still working. They're still bought in, but I do wonder what goes through Will Campbell's head when he lays his head down on the pillow at night. And you think about being 6-4 and it's your last year at LSU and what's happened this year. It's something that
it's something you and I don't know.
No, exactly. That's what I'm saying. And that sucks.
Like, what was your last year? 12?
Yeah, 13-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the only bad year we ever had was 2008, right after the Natty. But then again, and I felt the same way about the seniors that year, but even they had a national championship from the year before to fall back on.
Yeah.
Will, unfortunately, and anybody else who's this your final year, and you went on the descent on the way out, which is a massive bummer.
Yes, and there's nothing right now you can really do to fix that. You have multiple opportunities to make it better, but there's nothing you can do to fix it. It'll be interesting to see how they come out in this game and what it's like and what the vibe's like.
Yep.
And you got the gold jerseys, the whole deal, but the crowd's not necessarily going to be peak Death Valley.
No.
Like, it's going to be individual mindset to try to make the team mindset what it is.
Yeah, and the gold jerseys are a bit ill-timed, unfortunately.
I mean, they've been playing for 2 years, but
no, I know that's not like they could have done
Right.
anything about it, but it's just like, damn, you know, it's if you're the one who behind the gold jerseys, you're a little upset that it's kind of broken the way that it has. Yeah, I mean, look, even more so than this last week, because then you still have like 10-win season, other stuff to play for. This is truly a test of the culture. Like that quote from Brian Kelly about team morale and everybody's still doing the right thing, saying the right thing, saying they want to be coach hard, all these sorts of things. Like, you can tell me that, but your actions speak so loud I can't hear what you're saying, right? So we going to learn this Saturday the toughness mentally, physically of this team, the toughness, more importantly, of the culture and the process that has been instilled. And they need to show up. They need to show up. They must stop this losing streak, and they must regain some confidence to finish this thing out without falling into the category of complete and utter embarrassment, which if you lose this game, you're going to be officially there 6-5, barely bowl eligible, right alongside all the other people you made fun of, Florida, like everybody before the year. That's you if you lose this game.
yeah, oh, absolutely. There's no question about it. I mean, you lose this one, best case scenario is 7-5.
Yeah.
Been a long. I mean, I know you had some years after the national championship where you were 500, but you had, like you mentioned earlier, like in 08, that group had an 07 to lean back on. Like in 20 and 21, you still kind of had, yeah, gosh, it's not great. You know, we just saw the greatest season of all time not that long ago.
All you got, if you're one of the players who's only played in the Kelly era, is beating Bama at home 2 years ago.
Depending on what Ole Miss does this year,
But I mean, but even then, it's like
I don't know. That was pretty good.
that was
That
yeah,
was pretty good.
yeah. I
Bama's
mean, but at
Bama
least when
to a
you
lot of
beat
people,
Bama,
but-
you held them out of the West and you went to the SEC championship.
Yeah.
You beat Ole Miss, and now everybody's saying they're going to win the Natty.
Yeah, sure.
So like, I like at least you actually caused your opponent to hurt when you beat Bama a couple years ago. But whatever. The point is still made, right? That
Yeah.
it's been a rough. If your entire career took place just in the Kelly era, you don't have any of the highs of the previous eras to and especially because you know if you maybe even started at the end of after 19 when things started to go really south, like you kind of came in the nadir of the LSU football program in the new millennium.
Oh yeah, if you're a fifth-year guy,
You've never been that good.
what the
Compared, relatively that good. For some schools, sure. For LSU, no. Wow, Jake, what incredible takes.
I mean, those guys, they're just the best.
I think so. And if you think so, again, hit the like button, subscribe, ring the bell so you get notifications when we post every single day here on OTB LSU.